Hey, so today is a special day. We have 9-1 Fly, the clothing 9-1 Fly. They do shirts and stuff, and it's really awesome. We're gonna get into a bunch of things, but first, Sunny, how are you doing? You doing good?
Yeah.
Also,
better.
my co-host Sunny is here. She's better. She's not dying. Last week she was dying.
Oh wait, I have to mention that Snapchat thing that you were saying.
Oh yeah. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me play the intro.
Well, hurry up, play the intro.
Eric, play the intro. Okay, welcome back. All right. So before we get into it with 9-1 Fly, we had some unfinished thing. We talked on the last podcast. I brought up this topic about the Snapchat. There's like a peace sign that these girls are doing. It's like a trend. And then she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I had asked her before
I
about
was
it.
dying the week that he asked me though. So
And
I
then
was
she-
like, I was already delirious.
She's like, I know what it is, but ask me on the podcast. And then she fucking forgot. So what is it?
So really, okay, you're terrible at explaining TikToks, by the way, because the peace sign has nothing to do with it. It just means that she's acting normal. So if a guy sends her a Snapchat, she's freaking out because of whatever it says.
Right.
Is being happy or excited or whatever, and then she sends back a snap if she doesn't care at all.
Oh, okay.
That's basically what it is.
So she's putting up like a front,
Yeah.
oh, this is it's no
They'll be
big
like,
deal.
oh yeah.
Trying to keep her cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
I was remembering that right now, so I had to bring that
That
up.
doesn't seem like all these girls are like, oh my god, that's so cool. This is so funny, and I'm like, this isn't.
A lot of girls freak out, but when a guy Snapchats them back.
They put it. They just act like no
Yes.
big deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start throwing you the
Okay.
peace sign, Bob.
That's weird. I would just said it to everybody, even my friends.
Right?
All right.
It's hard to keep up with all the trends, man, honestly.
Oh,
Every week
yeah.
is a new one.
I'm more on this side. I think with this side of the table, I'm probably too young to be called like an older generation, but I'm too young to be like fitting in with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think I fit in more with you guys because I see you guys posting all the time on 9-1 Fly, and dude, I am like a huge fan of like all your guys' designs.
Thank you, man.
I don't know if you've seen the last couple episodes, but I wore the West Texas
Yeah, I did
Trap
see it.
House, and then I wore the Outlaws one on the last one. I just a big fan. I love the hip hop
Yeah.
type deal you guys got going. Like I'm a big fan of Wu-Tang, big fan of like Public Enemy, all the old school stuff, and the new school stuff, NWA, but also my heart is like with the old school. And so I can see where your inspiration is from. And I don't know who wants to talk on that, but where do you guys get inspired to do like these designs?
Well, again, I'm an old school hip hop head. As corny as it sounds, I used to rap back in the day.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
And even, I don't know if you guys know El Paso, the clothing brand, the other El Paso.
It sounds familiar. I'm not too fond, but yeah, it sounds
Well,
familiar.
it's another big hip hop 915 style clothing line.
Yeah.
And when I used to rhyme back in the day at Bowie, I used to rhyme with Jesus, which is the co-owner of El Paso.
Oh.
So even that back in the day, I used to call it El Paso. I wouldn't call it El Chuco.
ill Paso.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't call it El Chuco because I went to Bowie and El Chuco was the OGs, the cholos,
Yeah, you don't want to get jumped.
Yeah,
you know?
so they told me, we're starting a clothing line called El Paso. It was a cool way to do the name. We get the name from you. I'm like,
Yeah.
give me some shirts. And they did, but then they blew up.
Yeah.
That's kind of
cool.
salty, but
Yeah.
I'm super hip hop. Adam kind of not. He's a rocker, but he likes hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, he enjoys
dabble.
it. Like,
I dabble.
Yeah, he dabbles.
Yeah.
But to me, it's hip hop. We love El Paso, both of us, and also sneaker. To me, I'm a sneakerhead, not a sneakerhead, a sneaker lover.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we kind of have both lived all over El Paso.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think that's cool. Like now that you mentioned sneakerhead, Sonny and Eric, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Like the old school sneakers are coming back. So like
Oh, yeah.
randomly, I went and I saw Sunny and she had like the old Dunks on, and I'm
Nice.
like, what the fuck? Like, I haven't seen these since like at middle school and shit, And then Eric will wear like the Jordan 4s, and he's got like the Jordan. He's got a couple of Jordans in his closet. So like, it's really cool. Hell, they're not $80 anymore. They're like fucking $400.
Yeah.
But
Super expensive.
yeah, super expensive. But I bought myself some Jordan 11s, and nobody knows this, and I'm about to fucking rap myself out. But they're reps, and I don't give a shit, dude. Like, I'm like, hey, and the reps for the Jordan 11s were $200.
Yeah,
you know?
they're getting closer to the real things.
Yeah,
too.
and I was like, this is fucking crazy. Like, back in the day, I paid like $75 for these shoes at Foot Locker. You know what I mean? But it's just that it's so in right now that like people will pay anything for them.
Yeah.
And I think that's so
It's
cool.
nostalgia, man. All the 90s stuff is back. Brands and everything.
The
The music.
high-waisted pants and all that shit. Sonny is all about high-waisted. Tuck in the tummy, I call it. tuck it in. And I think that's real dope. And then you touched on Adam not really being big, huge hip-hop. He's more rocker side. And I think I relate with both of you because I love metal. I love, you know what I mean? I was at the Slipknot tribute with Adam. I was in the mosh pit with Adam. You know
And
what
then
I mean?
I found you in the mosh
He
pit.
found me in the mosh. He ran into me and I was like, oh shit, Adam, what's up, dog? But it's cool, man. Like I have influence from both because my older brother and older sister, Jessica, you know, your friend is more of a rocker, and then Charlie, which we've had on the podcast, he's more of a hip hop guy.
Oh, okay.
So I got from both.
Yeah.
And then you see the influence of like what the music I like with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
won't like everything I like, but Sunny will have like some Slipknot. She was at the Slipknot tribute.
Nice.
Sunny will have like some System of a Down in there, and then she'll have like the old Eminem albums.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's cool. I think that like to teach the new generation to appreciate what came before is like it's not very important, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like that people do that, and I think that's so cool. So now that I kind of did the little introduce Adam, Bob, Sonny, welcome back, and Eric's here. He just doesn't have a mic because Bob's using his mic. But
Sorry, Eric.
Eric's just strictly engineer guy today. How did you guys become, you know, like a partners in this thing?
Me and Bob met at work, and I still work there. He no longer works there at that company, but
Yeah.
we had bonded over just a random thing, and it was gout.
Gout. What
Yeah,
the
because one day I was limping, and I was like, man, I need to drink water. I'm limping, player. And he's like, what do you have? And I was like, I have gout. And he's like, well, no way, I got that shit too. And I was like, what, for real?
Damn, bro? Gout.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. That's like damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that for you guys, but I don't even know what to say without insulting you guys. I'm like,
Yeah, it's all good.
I don't
y'all
take
y'all
it as
some
an
old
insult per se. I mean, it's the king's
King's disease, man.
King's disease.
Yeah,
So I don't even really know what the fuck gout is, to be honest. I know that it makes your bones like your joints hurt, right? Is that what that is?
Essentially, it's a form of arthritis where you
I've
have
had-
too much uric acid in your blood, and then it crystallizes, and
Oof.
then it pretty much hurts. Anything
Very
hurts on
bad.
it, even if you put like a sauna on it to like lay down.
A sauna.
Dude,
Yeah,
for real,
for
like
real.
you can feel it. You can feel how the weight of it, and it hurts like
Oh
crazy.
fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. And I was asking you guys, I'm like, they might not even know. They're not doctors, but damn,
No,
he
yeah, we know.
fucking
No, we have
crystallized.
it down to a
Yeah,
science.
Yeah.
We've-
Yeah.
Well, if I could chime in on that, like I said, me and Adam met at work, and one time me and him were troubleshooting. We were slow. It was a slow day,
Yeah.
and we're just talking, and then we're like, we started flipping an Adidas logo,
Yeah.
but I wanted to flip the Leaf Adidas,
Yeah.
the old school one.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, what if we get the what do you call it, the gas building in downtown that has that little gas flame,
You're right.
and put 3 of them and make it say El Paso. And he's like, what about this? And he flipped the new one, the 3-stripe
The
one.
street like
Yeah.
And then he put the star, and then he put El Paso. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's dope.
Like the mountain.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
fuck.
And I'm like, God damn, that's dope, man. And then I have a homie in LA. He grew up with me in El Paso, but he's been in LA. He's a graphic artist, been over there for a long time.
Yeah.
And I sent it to him, like, check this out, man. And he's like, oh shit. And he like digitized it for us.
Yeah.
And that shit blew up. Crazy,
Yeah.
man. A lot.
People like that.
So that carried us, because I used to have another T-shirt company before,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit blew us up.
That's
so
crazy.
needless to say, that thing ran its course, and I wasn't doing it anymore. And I left to the oil field, came back, and I was talking to Adam. I'm like, bro, like, I didn't want to do it anymore. I kind of had the love had been taken out.
Mm-hmm.
But I told Adam I want to start a new clothing line. And 2 years ago, I have on my notepad 91 Fly. Just wrote 91 Fly.
Yeah.
Like it was subconsciously like this
That
is
was
a dope
it.
name.
It was gonna
Yeah.
come about regardless.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I told Adam, let's do it, man. I bought all my equipment. I'm gonna bring you in, teach you everything, teach you where to buy the clothes, what shirts to buy, designing,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Brought him in, and so it took off super quick, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you kind of learned graphic design like on the fly. Huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That, you know, I have something similar that happened to me where I had to learn graphic design on the fly. We come from a headstone background.
Oh, yeah,
we make
yeah.
headstones. We work at the cemetery, all that
Uh-huh.
stuff. And for the longest time, when I was like 14, 13, I was learning how to do the design, the carving of it all, but I couldn't do it on my own, you know. So we had this guy that was teaching me slowly. He wasn't really teaching me, but I was like over his shoulder looking at what he was doing on the computer
yeah.
when he'd print out the whole stencil, all of that. And one day he just took off. Like he just bounced, like he disappeared. He
had
didn't
to
answer
learn.
the fucking calls, and I had orders to fulfill. And I was like, God damn.
Damn.
So I just stayed there at the office and just messed with it. And I finally did one design, and it took me fucking like 6 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And where now it'll take me 30 minutes
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
something like that.
mhm.
Yeah, because, you know, you just put a Virgen de Guadalupe like everybody wants.
Yeah.
But
You're
back
in El
then,
Paso, yeah.
I had no fucking clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
And it kind of like the pressure.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people like act under pressure, and that was like my moment where I was like, "This is it."
Trial
Like,
by fire.
I need,
Something-
I need to come up with that, or
Yeah,
I'm
something-
fucked.
Something similar happened to us like that, like when
Yeah.
we first started.
Yeah, that
Uh,
happened to me too. I don't know if that's the same one that Adam's saying, but a lot of people kind of question why we do vinyl
Yeah,
because they like screen print.
yeah,
But if you see, like, we're releasing 20 designs a week,
yeah,
you know, and I don't know if you know anything about screen printing, but you got to do a frame for each design.
yeah. It can get it gets messy.
Yeah,
It gets
exactly.
fucking expensive because you have to buy all of these screens.
Exactly.
So I worked at a t-shirt shop
there you
with
go.
one of my mom's good friends, rest in peace,
Yeah.
Beto Hernandez. But he had a big company here for a while, and he needed help, so I went and helped him,
Uh-huh.
and I learned about like the
Yeah.
burning of the screens, and then every freaking, let's say you have like two tone,
Yeah.
right? You have to have two screens
Yeah.
for one design, and then you put the paint for the white, you put the paint
Mhm.
for the silver, and then that's it. That's one design. But if they have 30 designs up,
Exactly.
they have to have like 70 screens ready at
Yeah.
any time. And then the screens get bad after a while, so you have to reburn them. It's a fucking headache.
Yeah.
But vinyl isn't even bad. I think with vinyl looks cleaner to me.
They last.
They last.
hmm
And like the copper, the golds and silvers, you can't duplicate with
Yeah,
paint.
they don't get as shiny.
Yeah.
They're not. Yeah, you can't make shine with that type of with
Mm-hmm.
the paint that they use for the screen printing. It's definitely. Look at me, bro. I never thought that I was gonna be able to bring up the fact I worked there for
Yeah.
like 3 fucking days. I quit. I quit because well, I didn't want to bring it up. Well, he passed away, but he has the problems paying me. So I was just like,
Oh,
oh
okay.
man, I don't think he's gonna be able to pay me. So I just told him, look, I helped him out. I got his order out, but like I'm done. Like I kind of want to switch over to. But I learned it, so that was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It was
Mhm.
real cool. But kind of getting back to the whole headstone thing, what we do, we also dig graves. Sunny's out at the
Oh, wow.
cemetery cutting grass. I don't know if you saw on our on our Instagram, she was cutting grass yesterday, and I'm all messing with her.
I
She
got
ran,
sunburned.
she got
Got a little tan.
yeah. So we learned like hard work and stuff. And the
Nice.
cool thing, every once in a while, we'd like to talk about work. We don't talk about work a lot, but one of the cool things that we do is like kind of creepy probably to some people is we take bodies out
Oh.
of the ground.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
whenever somebody wants to take a body and move it to another cemetery, let's say you live in El Paso for 10 years, but you're originally from Kentucky.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to move, you can move your loved one to a cemetery in
wow.
Kentucky. And so that's what we'll come in, and we've done it in a bunch of cemeteries.
Oh, wow.
And it's weird work. Sometimes
Yeah,
I'm out there
okay.
picking out a whole casket, or sometimes I'm out there just picking
picking
out
up the bones.
picking up bones. And the bones probably is a little bit easier because to get a casket out of the ground, like you've seen those movies where like somebody digs up a grave and takes a casket out by themselves. Fuck no.
They're
No.
broken apart. No.
Never.
Yeah, wouldn't it fall apart or is
Yeah.
it?
It's too heavy to get out by
and it's
yourself.
too
One,
heavy.
and then two, it would probably deteriorate, fall
Yeah,
apart
yeah.
on you, and three, it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, it's a lot of work. But I wanted to bring up this one, and I don't remember why I wrote it down in the notes. I have notes for every podcast that we do, and there was this one, and Sunny wasn't there. She was at work. She works at the other job, but it was a relatively recent burial, like maybe 3 or 4 years, so it still stunk. You know what I mean? And so they removed the lid of the vault for us to get the casket, and I don't know. I didn't know what embalming fluid smelled like ever. I've never learned about that. And I went down there and I got a smell of like strawberry jelly. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? And I got hungry. I was like, God, I'm fucking hungry, man. Who has jelly right now? I thought, because my dad like will have donuts sometimes for breakfast, and I'm like, oh, somebody like just took a bite into a donut, and it smells either I have like super sense or I don't know what the hell. But then I got closer to the casket, and then that jelly smell just got like pungent, like it was punching me in the nose, bro. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then so I'm like, oh, it's the casket that smells like that. What the hell? So we're pulling it up, me and another guy, and we had to put the straps in, and then they put like a chain block, like how you pull up transmissions and stuff.
Yeah.
We got that, so we pulled it up. We're pulling it up, and we're holding it, and it leaned to my side just a little bit, and all the fluid just
Oh wow, no way.
landed on me. And bro, I smelled like strawberry jelly in the worst way. In the worst way. Like I wanted to vomit. That's how fucking strong it was. You know what I mean? And to this day,
You don't like strawberry
I,
jelly?
yeah,
You don't need
I'm like,
strawberry
nah,
jelly.
fuck no. Yeah, I get the grape jelly. Like I don't, no, fuck that. Because
I
it
was gonna bring you
grossed me
some pan
out.
de dulce with
Yeah,
strawberry
the jelly. I will fucking throw it out, bro. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, it scarred me like it stayed
Yeah,
because I was
wow.
like, oh, that's fucking
Yeah, yeah.
disgusting, dude. So yeah, but to get back to like kind of relate, we work together close and we're friends and also siblings, right? How is it working with somebody that you consider your friend? Adam, come on, bro. You've been quiet.
No, I mean it has its up and downs and stuff like that, but
Let's see if they start beefing real quick.
no. To touch base on how we talked about earlier, the trial by fire thing, we had a similar situation where we started up. It was like February, first week of February, something like that. And then
Yeah.
Bob was scheduled to come back to El Paso because he still worked in the oil field at that time.
Yeah.
To come back, I think like mid-February, whatever. So like the first 2 weeks, I was solo.
Yeah.
And he had shown me just a rough walkthrough on maybe like 1 or 2 shirts the weekend before.
Yeah.
And then an influx of orders started coming in. So I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, let me try it.
Yeah, I remember.
And I had called Bob, and I was like, this freaking printer sucks. This cutter's not cutting. This needle sucks. And you need
Yeah.
to show me what to do. And so he was like, don't worry. I'll walk you through it. He walked me through it. It still didn't work. And then so I was like, I got to. And then he told me, too. He's like, you got to do it. Like, you have to do it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you. Like,
yeah,
you know,
figure it
this
out.
is what we're starting this thing. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
You got to get this thing running. So I was like, all right, cool. So I took a day, and Bob always can tell when I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
And he knows to just leave me alone and I'll figure it out type of deal.
Right.
But he's also there to give me the support and like how he said,
True.
don't worry, this happens. There's just days like this, but you'll figure it out.
Okay.
And eventually I did figure it out. Like I researched stuff on my own. I was like how to place the needle on the cutter, and then figured out what I was doing wrong on the computer and on the designs.
Yeah.
And then after that was just knocking out shirts, knocking out orders that whole 2 weeks.
That's cool, man.
But luckily, there was only one specific design that a lot of people were ordering, so I became like
An expert.
really,
You're an expert on this one,
proficient
yeah.
on that one. By the time he came back, he's like, "Oh, we got another order for this design." I was like,
Yeah.
No big deal. No big
Real
deal.
quick.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
There's times where like we butt heads, bro. Like big time. Even like on stuff we want to talk about on here. She's like, you're stupid. We're gonna get canceled. I'm like, dude, come on, like whatever. or the other way around. She's like, oh, like that's whack. Like I don't want to fucking talk about that at all. And I'm like, all right. So whenever like
we'll be having like a little argument like on our notes
Yeah.
because it'll tell me when he's editing it, and I'll go on there to see what he's typing, and I can
And
see
you're
that
like,
he's
nope.
typing, and I'm like, what are you doing? Go to
Yeah.
sleep, bro. Like why are we talking
Yeah.
about this?
yeah, like look, if you see right here.
Oh, it's
just
like a shared drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
so she
shared
put
one.
what the fuck LOL. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, every once in a while we'll share notes, but it's crazy because at the end of the day, you have each other's back.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we'll get angry with each other. We'll say some really messed up shit, and then you're just like, do you still need help? You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna leave them out to drive, and I think that's cool about. It's a blessing, but it could also be a curse.
Yeah.
I think to chime in on that, because it helped that me and Adam work together. Because I knew when he gets angry or when he's frustrated,
yeah.
I leave him alone.
Right.
And he has a lot of strengths I don't. Like, he's real meticulous, you know?
Mhm.
Like, he'll measure stuff.
Organizational, yeah.
He'll measure stuff, take out his ruler and stuff.
Yeah.
And me, I'm scatterbrained, man. That's why I design 1,000 things a day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. So he kind of gives a structure.
Yeah.
And so he has strengths that I don't,
You're right.
you know?
Sunny is more like Adam. Sunny will be very precise. She wants everything a certain way, and like she does the funeral stuff. I do the
Oh, okay.
headstones mainly, and we don't try to cross unless we need to help
Yeah,
one
yeah.
another,
Yeah.
because I don't want her to step on my toes, and I don't want to step on her toes, because when it happens, we get into it.
Yeah, yeah.
So she wants, like, with the way she organizes her funeral van is the way it needs to be
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
fucking time. And me, I'm just like scatterbrained. I'm like, let's just fucking load it all
Yeah,
up. As
yeah.
long as it looks fine, and we don't forget anything, like, we're gone.
And what do you do every time?
And sometimes I forget
something.
some shit. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
me
have
too.
1,000 thoughts on my brain, and I'm like stressed out. Like I'm just like, let's just get out of here. And then like I'll
Yeah.
leave like a fucking. The other day, bro, my dad got so fucking. He got a little upset. He got worried. But we left a piece of equipment. I'm not gonna explain what it is, but it's worth $350
Mm.
And-
Used.
used.
Because new is like $500.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
And I left it at a cemetery in Las Cruces. And I'm like, fuck, did I leave it there? But I was like, oh, they have a maintenance crew, and I know the guy there. I didn't have his number, but I know who he is, like, you know. And so I was like, oh, when I go back next week, I'll just ask him for it. And I was like, I'm not going to tell my dad. And I told Son, I was like, don't say shit, bro. Because it's going to be both our asses. Even though it was me that forgot it, you were there with me. And then
He
so
didn't
we
get
didn't,
mad at me.
we didn't say shit, but he found out. He was blind for a little bit, and his vision came back because he got the surgery.
Oh, damn.
And so the first thing he did was open the funeral van. He's like, "Where are the rollers?" And I was like, "Fuck." And I'm like, "Dad, I left them at the cemetery, but don't worry, they're still there. I gotta go pick them up." And yeah, thankfully I went back the next week and they were there. But yeah, bro, like it's crazy working with family, because, like, you know,
But it's like I told Adam one time, too, because I hardly go out anymore because of my job.
yeah,
So I just told him, you know what, business is business, man. Like, if me and you get in an argument, which we hardly do, but if we do, I'm like, business is business. Like,
Yeah.
we have these orders, we got to knock these out.
yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
3 days later, we're good or whatever.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So I'm gonna do something that is probably gonna start an argument. But Sunny is not talking right now, and she wrote some shit down that also makes me a little bit worried about what the fuck she's trying to say. The note says Louis lies a lot, and then it says parentheses, conversations in his head.
Oh, yeah. Because you'll just like randomly. That was a random way to just transition.
Well, because I'm like, that's the next thing, and
you
I'm
call me a
like,
liar.
why? So I was trying to lead up to it, like, we beef sometimes, but we're about to.
Yeah.
No, I'm
'Cause,
kidding.
Like sometimes he'll just be like, "Oh well, yeah, like this happened," and I'm like, "That did not happen at all. Like, what are you talking about?"
Okay.
Like this last time, you were like, "Oh yeah, with Adam in the meeting."
What?
Remember when he was like, "Oh yeah, I told you who Adam was," and like about 911 fly that they were gonna come, and I was like, "That did not happen at
Oh,
all."
Yeah.
Like
Tuesday.
none of that conversation happened. That's the day that I wrote it down.
Oh, okay. So the reason why, like, I'll mention things in passing, and I think that I probably explain it to her the way I have it in my head.
Yeah.
But all I said was, "Hey, I got these guys from 911 Fly to come on, Adam." And then she's like, "I don't know who the fuck that is." And then so I'll be like, "Adam," and then like in my head I've
But he
explained to
didn't
her
say
who
your
Adam
name
is.
at
I
all. He's
understand
like,
what
"I
you're
have the
saying.
911 Fly guys," and then he's like, "Yeah, you know them," and then I was like, "Who are they?" And then he's like, he just like walked away. We ended up having like a different conversation.
Yeah.
He walked away, and I was like, wow,
I understand.
figure it out later.
I understand now.
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's me. So yeah, it's not that I lie.
You lie.
I'm not a fucking lie.
It
Yeah.
makes sense
Sometimes
in
I
your
lie,
brain.
bro.
He
In
lies.
my head. In my head. Sometimes too. Look, I'll be 100% transparent. Sometimes I'll give, and this is not just with Sonny or with Eric. Even my wife is probably gonna comment on this shit. Like, that's exactly right. I'll say just enough of what I need to touch on the topic because I want some leeway on like maybe changing plans later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe it may come off that I'm a fucking liar. And maybe I'll bend the truth. And maybe, no, I'm just kidding. Sometimes I do lie, bro. But do you want a guy that tells you exactly what's true all the time? No,
Yes.
you want me to fucking...
Yes.
I want that in a guy.
Yes.
You want that in a guy? Is that the guy you're looking for? We'll talk after this, bro. No, it's
No, you're a liar, so we won't.
Red flag already, man.
it's a red flag. But no, I don't do it all the time. But really, when something like sometimes I want to control the situation, and I think that's my problem. Is that I want to control the end scenario to it, and maybe
Look at him lying to make up excuses.
Some gaslighting going on.
I'm not a
Louis is a
liar.
huge gaslighter.
Oh, man.
Diabetes.
Huge gaslighter. Sandy will comment on that too.
Sometimes I do like. Bro, I'm not. You're making me sound like super fucking toxic right now.
You are.
I'm not. I'm
You
not.
are.
Look, bro.
It's
to
okay
be
because I
honest,
don't listen to you, so it's okay.
Sometimes I'll be like, "Hey, Sonny, like, remember when we said that?" And then you're like, "No." I'm like, "Come on, bro. Yeah, come on." And I'll look at her like,
Oh.
and I'm like, "Are you fucking dumb? Like, are you high or something? Like, what? Come on."
Whoa.
And then she's like,
Toxic.
So like, did that actually happen? Like, I'm starting to question myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, fuck you. I don't believe anything you say anymore.
To have a toxic alarm.
"Bro,
A toxic button.
you know what I
It's
mean?
being toxic again.
Hey, but he prepared me for the gaslighters of the world.
Yeah.
Because now I don't believe anybody.
There you go.
Look at what you did. My trust issues are because
I'm
of
a little
you.
fucking upset now. But we gotta talk after this. You put me on blast big
said you were
time.
gonna-
Sandy will answer on
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah, huh?
Sandy will comment on there too.
Yeah. You know what? I'm a good person at heart, dog. Like at the end of the day, if you need me, I got your
Every
back.
day's
But
a new day, bro.
am I toxic? Maybe. Do
Yes.
I lie?
Yes.
You
Maybe.
stretch the truth. You
I
said.
know.
Do I stretch? Yeah. But do I mean good? Sometimes.
intentions.
Yeah.
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 Now you're
Sometimes.
regretting bringing this up, huh?
God damn. How do I get out of this? All right. So let me change subjects here. Fuck it. Sonny and I went to Sonny got a new car recently,
Nice.
about like a month ago.
It's very expensive.
Very expensive.
Nice.
But we fucking wanted to talk about how fucking vicious those guys at the car dealerships are. Have you guys ever been to a car dealership?
I work at Carvana.
Oh, okay.
He's one of those guys.
I'm one of those guys. Nah, just
You do sales?
Nah,
No? So
it's really different, like from a dealership.
yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So we'll fucking open the door. Like the first time we went in our old vehicles to check out her, like, for her new car.
And nobody came out.
Nobody came
Mhm.
out.
Nobody
Oh,
came out except
wow.
for this one girl.
That's crazy because usually they'll
What the
mob you.
fuck?
Like,
Yeah,
when you get
Yeah,
Usually.
and all the guys are sitting down like by the expensive ass cars and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and the only one that came out was a random girl.
And I don't-
Two girls.
And I don't know if they didn't come out because we were like, I was in the work truck and she was in like her
Oh.
old raggedy. I was gonna say raggedy.
Raggedy.
I can say raggedy now because you have a new car.
Oh,
yeah.
She wasn't
Okay, the
raggedy.
hoopty.
The-
think they were
it was a hoofty.
They were judging her. That's why I didn't help her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you. Watch. Look, he's from Bowie. Wait. What high school did you go to?
America's.
America's.
Super.
I don't know if I
super
could talk about it.
parallels.
Yeah, you're bougie, dog.
But,
Yeah,
I grew up in the Northeast
Yeah, yeah.
until
Oh,
like
okay.
I was 10.
Grew up in the
so-
devil's
there it is.
triangle.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you have a little bit. So you can tell me if her old car was a hoofty or not.
All right.
The AC didn't work.
Okay,
Right.
It
no
was
problem there.
recent.
The passenger
Just the AC
passenger
didn't
door
work.
window didn't go down.
It's kind of hood. Yeah.
Yeah,
The hood points are going up.
the radiator would go out all the fucking time.
Did she have beer cans in the back seat?
I can't.
She
I can't
can't
talk about
comment on that.
No, yeah, it's a hoop.
But you could check FitFam and find out if she had beer cans in the back.
Oh, I saw that. I
Oh,
saw
God.
that.
Too soon.
I got arrested.
Too
Okay, I
soon.
got it.
All right. We were
You
changing.
just gotta stop the conversation. It's a hoopty.
But she had a hoopty. Yeah. So I think that's probably why they didn't go up to us at first.
Yeah.
Right? But every single time that we've been back in her Camry, because I co-signed for the car for her to help her
Nice.
out, and so I have to go help her. And so when we get off the car now, fucking 3 guys, can I help you? Is everything? Do you guys need anything?
I was like, I'm just picking up my plates. I'm done already.
Whoa,
I don't want
whoa,
another
whoa.
one.
She's like, you want popcorn?
Yeah.
You want popcorn? You want ice cream?
He said, come inside. It's hot. Come on, come inside. I'm like, hey, dude, you already got us, dog. Like, you don't see it. It's a fucking 2022 Camry. Like,
Okay.
No,
24.
it's
24.
funny because
It's a
real
24.
quick. When I was a kid, when I got married, when I was really young,
Yeah.
and we had really good credit.
yeah.
Like when you have good credit and you go to a dealership, they'll treat you 1,000 times better as when you don't have good credit.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
like, hey, Juan, go help him and
Yeah. see if you can figure something out. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, dude, we were just talking about like, damn, like we get it. You work on freaking commission, but compose
That's crazy.
yourself,
I know.
baby. Like, you know, it's a little too much, you know? Like I was like, God, I felt like a hot girl like at a club, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, bro, you want my number that bad? Like, geez.
Tables have turned.
It's like, damn, I've done this, I think, probably. I hope not. God damn, you don't want to be that creep, but it feels uncomfortable. And I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, damn, dude, like, that's not the way to go about it. You know what I mean? Kind of relax. Do you guys need help? No?
Were you in your work clothes the second time?
I don't know. Actually, I wasn't.
No, I was, but I don't know. Maybe they saw the car that was nice and they're like, oh, they're going to buy another one. His and her or whatever. And I was like,
Oh yeah, because Camrys are now like the price of a small apartment.
shit, dude.
Honestly.
It's fucking
Yeah, it's
crazy,
expensive.
man. It's
Yeah.
expensive, dude. Yeah, but I mean, she needed it. You know, like
Mhm.
I said, her hoofy was fucking giving out.
You're like,
Oh,
take the
but I've
Trulies
always
out the back
had-
seat.
Yeah.
I've always had the used cars, the ones that you get like at the on Alameda, like dealerships
Mhm.
like that. So
Yeah.
I needed
The
a new
ones that
car.
they turn off if you don't pay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
just
We've
have a
all been
switch.
there before. Though.
They're following you, like the tow truck is following you. You're like, you haven't made your payment. You haven't made your payment. All right. So before we get too far off, I want to touch back on the T-shirt ideas. I want to touch again. You guys are super creative on like rebranding, like the Chicago White Sox logo, and
Yeah.
it says Chicano 915. That's so cool. You know what I mean? And then like the 91 fly, and there's like a
Just a little
fly
simple
on the
shirt,
freaking
yeah.
The simplicity of logos is really good, and I'm really big on, you know, I just like you guys' work. I'm kissing your ass. I think a little too
Appreciate
much,
it.
but
Thank you.
but I have some ideas, and if you want to take them, you can take them, dog. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Give me a free shirt of whichever one you want to take. You might think they're stupid. I don't know.
Nothing's ever stupid in
But-
ideas for
but-
t-shirts, man.
As
But
long as
they-
we don't get canceled with one of your shirts.
Well, you don't have to
You
take
have to
it.
be careful with Louis'
You
ideas.
have to be
'cause
careful. They're all
Launch
El,
your own brand and we'll help you.
they're all El Paso oriented, dog.
Okay.
And I wrote them down. The first one is
You're gonna give them out right here.
I am gonna give them out right here.
Free
Hopefully,
game.
no. Hopefully, Scatter. This guy Bob, he'll have it ready by tomorrow. He'll fucking come up with the design
Yeah. He'll
tonight
design it in
if
his
he
head
really
on the way
likes it.
home.
He's probably not gonna like them. I'm gonna be honest with you. So the first one is I survived Pokey Ranch.
Yeah.
Hey, shit, and then you got like a
The
fucking
Lower Valley kids will like that.
ugly little fucking pony. You know what I
The
mean?
chupacabra.
The chupacabra pony. So do you know what Pokey Ranch is?
No,
Oh, dude, it's because it went out of business when they were
Yeah,
before
yeah.
they were
You
born.
know what that is?
Eric doesn't know what it is.
Adam?
Either.
I think I've heard of it before, but not
So,
familiar.
so Pokey Ranch was like a fucking like it was a ranch, but they had like a petting zoo.
Mhm.
You could ride ponies. You could do like hay rides. It was like a little attraction on a ranch,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was right by like the Bel Air area, like on it's on Lee Trevino. No, Lee Trevino. Yeah, it's on Lee Trevino.
By the movies, no, like going down by the movie one, like going.
By movie one, yeah, you
yeah.
come down Lee Trevino and it's right. It was right there. The
Oh.
sign's still up. It still says Pokey Ranch, but you can't go in anymore. You know. So that's my number one. If
It's
you
not
want to
bad.
do something with
Pretty
Pokey,
good one.
people
For
don't.
the
People
Lower
don't.
Valley kids.
I'm a Lower Valley kid. I went to Sleda. We were all lived by Speaking Rock our
There
whole
you go.
lives. We're super.
We can't say Lower Valley kids never.
Never.
perish.
Yeah, perish.
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody else has that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
huh? And I don't know about that shirt. I mean, Eric wanted the one that you guys made, and he's gonna actually buy it.
Oh,
I
nice.
think with you, the large one with all the high
different
schools from the
logos.
Lower Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the high school
That's a
logos.
nice
That
one.
one's a dope shirt. Okay, so here's my next one. I don't know. Maybe it could be like Scenic Drive, right?
Mhm.
And then it says where I take my hyena to make out.
Yeah.
Because
Classic.
that was the old
There you go.
makeout spot, bro.
I
You don't
kind of
know.
had one that said that I was, remember, I was made in Scenic Drive,
Oh yeah, something like that.
I was made in Scenic Drive.
or I was made in Memorial Park.
Yeah, if the hoofties are rocking, don't come a knocking. You know what I mean?
I was made in Chamizal.
I was made in Chubby
There you go.
That's another
There's
story.
That's a good one. And the next one is I'm on a mission trail. Mission trail.
There you go. That's a good
Dude,
one.
I thought of all of these while I was supposed to be doing stuff at work, to be honest.
That's the way it happens. Right?
All right. And then I have two more. So one of the last ones is I spent my social security check at Speaking Rock.
That's
Dude,
a good one, too.
and that's big on us because we live right by Speaking Rock, and you see the fucking
Yeah.
viejitas crossing, and I'm like,
They're like this.
damn, bro, you should be actually going to the cemetery to check in instead of coming here.
You're all
It's like-
spending business
It's
cards.
like
so you
spend
know,
your, it's like, hey, when you're done in here, save some money, put a down payment on a headstone. 'Cause- No, I'm kidding, but yeah, there's.
Yeah, those are-
But Speaking
those are
Rock has
good,
a
though,
lot
man.
of
Those are
people.
good.
You think so? Really?
Yeah, I
Those are
do.
good.
Just take the paper. I'll let you have the paper, dog. I'll let you have the paper. And then the last one is it's probably for the younger group, the kids.
No cap.
The kids. No cap. I don't know. I don't have any other slang words. I was trying to think of something on the fly. But there's did you guys watch Stranger Things?
I did.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
I did not.
Oh, this is not gonna hit.
Eric
Eric
watched
is the
Stranger
only one. So there's in Stranger Things, they're like the nerds. The nerd group is the Hellfire Club.
Oh, okay.
And they have T-shirts made.
Mhm.
And my idea is instead of calling it the Hellfire Club, you can say Hell Paso, and then just copy the T-shirt of the way it is.
Oh, I've seen that shirt before. Yeah.
And
I
then-
think El Paso is another copy written by somebody type thing.
Huh?
It's a car group,
It's a car group.
or it's like an account on Instagram that
Yeah.
posts all the car needs.
Do they have a shirt like that?
No, they don't have a shirt, but I
No.
think El Paso has been used a lot.
Ah, fuck.
It's like the freaks, the rockers back in the day and stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm one of those freaks, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, freaks come out at night, and that's me. I'm him.
exactly.
All right, so yeah, look, if you guys want to take
Hey,
these
but they were
ideas,
pretty good though, man.
if you
Pretty
want to
good.
work
They're
with
gonna
them,
take it
Right,
not to hurt
yeah.
your feelings.
No,
they're really good. Yeah, they're really good. They just
I
fucking.
think me and Adam have learned because I always tell him like me and Adam will be really high on the design. and
Yeah.
We'll take time to do it like
Mhm.
2-3 days. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's gonna be
Yeah,
and the kill, bro. Crickets.
crickets.
Nothing.
And
Yeah.
then sometimes we'll do one like
A
this would be
throwaway-
dumb,
a little
bro,
throwaway
you know?
design.
And I've learned to put everything in.
Yeah,
because
of course.
you never know what's gonna like
Yeah.
hit. Like the Chi Diablo.
Yeah,
Like that was like a joke, right?
Yeah, like a combination of
The
the old
Chihuahuas.
Diablos
and
and then
Diablos.
Chihuahuas, the Chiablos. So we made a little Chihuahua guy
Chihuahua
with
with
the
horns.
horns and
And
Oh
that
shit,
thing
I haven't
just
seen that
one.
Everybody
That's cool.
loved that one.
I kind of want that one. Yeah, I haven't seen that one on you guys' page.
The trap house one. I was taking a car to Odessa or something, and I saw it. I'm like, West Texas Trap House. I'm like, West Texas Trap House.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw, it, I was like, I need that shirt. Yeah, I need it. And so yeah, bro. Like, look, what you're saying about sometimes you think they're gonna hit, sometimes you think they're not. That's the same with us. Like with these podcasts, we'll finish one and we'll be like, this one was really good, and then it won't do as good as like we thought it was. And then the
Yeah.
other one, we're like, that was all right.
Yeah.
And then it gets like the most views. You know what I mean? Like she had a clip that off of our first episode,
Oh yeah.
and it went viral on TikTok.
Oh, wow.
It got like
Oh, there you go.
30,000
That's
cool.
views.
Nice.
And it was just about her talking about girl math.
Mhm.
Like about like, oh, you know, my money that I found in my pocket is money that I actually earned again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was explaining it in like a silly way.
Mhm.
And like we were
I
like
still believe girl math.
and so we put it up and we're like, hey, well, it's a clip, you know, whatever. If somebody relates to the clip, they'll like it. Dude, people were either laughing or just like hey,
Chewing me out.
giving her some fucking hard time, bro. But yeah, you never know. Like that's what I'm trying to say is like we'll even put clips from this episode, like whatever. Some of them will hit. Some of them we think they'll hit and they won't hit. You know what I mean?
But a lot of it is a presentation because I give it to Adam. Like I said, I'm a true crazy hip hop head,
Yeah.
and Adam will put like the up and coming songs. Like he's the one that picks the songs for the videos.
Yeah.
Because if it was up
Yeah.
to me, I just put Wu-Tang all the time.
Yeah.
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 And Adam's a good photographer too. But a funny story is when we did the El Paso Diablos, that one sold pretty good, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
For
I
a
tell
minute,
Adam, because I'm not a rocker again, it's like, Adam, I need a song, bro, like a rocker song, you know, that'll fit this.
And
like kind of devil themed,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
too crazy. And he fucking brings out the most satanic shit ever. And I'm like, bro, like we want to
Yeah.
attract customers. We don't want to invite the fucking devil. To
We
the
don't want to
apartment.
summon the devil
we
to our
don't
apartment.
want to sell to Satan himself, dog. Like
Like we don't want to summon him.
it's
You
just
know?
like the devil and his minions are like, hey, we need like 5 of those shirts.
Somebody knocked on the apartment.
Yeah, Bob was like, we need a scary song. I was like, I got you. And he's like, that's too scary. What are you doing?
You're putting the heretic anthem from Slipknot. or
No,
something.
what it was, and I had just heard that song too. I don't know why I just heard it, but it was a song called Year Zero by Ghost.
Oh.
And the way it starts off, where he's like addressing
I've
the
heard it.
devil by all his names,
Oh,
like all
shit.
different names.
Oh,
He's
damn.
just like addressing him
Shit.
like that, and it's like a chorus. There's a lot of people singing it, and
Eric.
he's like, "What the heck is this?" He's
Eric.
like, "Hell no."
Eric, go to my car. I have holy water in my car.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to go.
We're
Like,
gonna sprinkle it on Adam, bro. Yeah, no, yeah. But I like both type of music. So sometimes, but also what I do is like, I'll just go to the recommended
yeah,
section, and then I'll just pick like a song that's hot right now, like that $1 Million Baby song.
Yeah,
I've
Oh,
never,
that's a.
I've
well,
never
yeah.
fucking heard that song like
love
unless
that
on
song.
TikTok, and I'm like, all right, we'll put that on the background
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, Adam picked that one, the million, and it got a lot of views too.
Yeah, because people are like, that's trending, so people
Mhm.
it'll
Yeah,
suggest
exactly.
it to people that they haven't seen it yet. So
But it's funny because last time, what did we do? And I just put the word, and then the song came out.
Custom.
Custom, yeah. Because
Yeah.
we did a bunch of custom shirts, one-offs, you know.
yeah,
Mhm.
Not stuff that we're selling. And then I thought, what I pick? And I just put custom, and it's like custom made. I
yeah.
clicked on it, and it was like a perfect song. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect
yeah.
hip-hop song
Sometimes
that
it
talks
works.
about that.
Sometimes it works. Yeah. Hey, I just want to apologize. It's fucking hot in here, bro. I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
I think this fucking summer is like the worst summer. Like these past two
last year
summers,
was
Last
worse.
year.
Last
the
year was
past
worse.
the past 2 summers have been fucked up though. Like it's
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
super hot, and it's almost to the point where like I don't know if I'm getting older, but no, because Sonny's still young, and I'm like, hey, it's fucking like I can't do this anymore. Like we're out in the sun sometimes, and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking. You're out for like 2 hours, and you'll get sunburn, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh
Mhm.
shit, like global warming, bro. I think it's real.
They need to do
Climate
something
change.
about that.
They need to do something. I
I
wrote
think last year was those 90 days, no?
Like 70-some
70-some days of 100.
100, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at my
Oh,
note.
yeah.
Global warming sucks.
That's when
There
I
you
was
go.
in the oil field last year. And, oh, man.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No, the oil field, yeah, bro. Odessa is like a weird type of
I was in
hot.
Carlsbad. Yeah.
Carlsbad, yeah. And then it feels suffocated because it smells like oil everywhere. You know what I mean? We've been there to deliver headstones and stuff
Oh,
to
yeah,
like the
yeah.
oil
As
places.
soon as
and
you get there, it smells.
you have like a
good.
headache. You're like, God
Yeah.
damn, what the fuck? These people
It
are.
feels like stuffy or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
You see the trash all over the floor and shit. Yeah.
And everything's so fucking expensive because
Yeah.
oil towns just, people have money.
If
People
we
are
don't
made.
make it with shirts, we're gonna go sell burritos over there, man. Cause
Oh,
a burrito
yeah.
and a Coke is $17 in
What?
Carlsbad. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. And I was complaining about some girl on Socorro Road.
She,
Bro, I was
she
so-
upped her prices.
Oh.
She upped her prices, that
Yeah, she
bitch.
did.
No, I'm just kidding.
She's hearing
I'm
it
just all
now.
mad.
Right?
I hope she doesn't listen to
We
what
got
she
a lot of
does.
Socorro
The one with the
customers,
purple
bro.
Veloster?
I don't
Okay.
want to. I don't want to mention anymore. I don't want to mention
I
anymore.
always see that.
Purple
person.
Veloster. It's just like it's her fucking license plate is I-5.
Okay, well, not a purple
Like,
Veloster.
no,
Was it
I'm
a blue
kidding.
shirt last
It was,
week?
yeah. I always wanted to stop by too because she's always there, and I'm always like,
She's
okay,
always
well.
there.
She's always there, and I stopped the other day.
There's also multiple though. If you go down, if you keep going down Socorro, there's multiple people.
They're
there.
all the same, but they're all the same company.
Yeah.
Socorro's
Yeah.
Well, it
crazy.
seems like it.
I don't have-
They're literally off the side of the road on Socorro.
They are, yeah.
Like you just
You just go into the
go
dirt
into
road.
the dirt. Yeah.
Tell them our Socorro story last week.
Which one?
The delivery one.
Oh, okay. So then, well, with our shirts also, I mean, it's pretty cool because our customers are getting the shirt. We deliver in a bag, like a poly mailer, which is almost like an Amazon type of bag.
Yeah.
Throw a sticker in there, whatever we have at the time for promotion, and then we'll deliver it to you.
Okay.
And deliveries are cool because at that time, me and Bob will explore the city if we've never been to a certain part of the city. Like,
Right.
we get to check it out. Sometimes we'll stop by and have like a little quick bite to eat or a little drink or whatever, and then move on to the next delivery.
Yeah.
So last week, we went to Socorro, and it was some random address, and I thought I knew where it was at because one of my
Yeah.
friends lived there, and I was like, I know where it's at. It's over here. So we
Yeah.
start taking the turn, and I was like, turn over here. And then we look at the GPS, and I'm like, this isn't the house. And then I look at it, and I was like, this is weird. And so I was like, let me take it off, put it back in.
Mm.
And then it just says to turn back around. And I'm like, what? This is not it, though. Like, this is a completely different address.
Oh, yeah.
And it was already at nighttime, too. It was already like 9:30.
Yeah,
so I was like,
And
we
Socorro
don't.
at night, you can't see shit.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It's
So
like,
lights,
there's no
no
lights.
lights.
There's no
like,
lights. And then
it's
so
bad.
we turned around, went back onto the main road. And then he's like, I got it. And it was on his phone. And it starts taking us down some random dirt road. And he's like, wait, never mind. I don't got it. This is not it. And I was like, and then he keeps driving. He says, this is not it. And he just keeps driving down the road. And you can't see anything, like you said, right? And I was like, well, then why do you keep driving down this road? I was like, just stop already. And he's like, oh, all right. And then we freaking come back around. And we were lost for like 30, 45 minutes in Socorro.
Golly.
And
It almost seems like, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? Just come pick up your fucking shirt. I can't
yeah,
find it.
almost. Yeah, it
the
was
guy,
like that.
the guy paid to mail it, and he's like, "Yeah, bro, we live away from society." Like,
Shit,
you really do, man.
bro.
Yeah, it
What
was
the
nuts.
fuck?
But we like delivery, man. But
Mhm.
it was just really late, and like she said, there's no lights. Man.
Oh, yeah. And Socorro's
Yeah,
real
in
dark.
Socorro, like you'll turn onto like a random dirt road and it's a road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
the hell?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna pop a tire out
And
here.
maybe if I had an SUV or something,
Yeah.
maybe, but not in my car.
And then your car. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, like even I used to live on Socorro by Passmore. So, like, pretty deep in Socorro.
Yeah.
And, like, you have to turn on Vineyard to get to Alameda. Vineyard is just dark.
That's
Yeah.
where we were on
Yeah.
Alameda.
No, we're on Socorro Road for sure, but
Yeah.
I don't know what
It's just
street
dark.
it turned
bro.
us
It's
onto.
just dark. Yeah, like everywhere there is dark. And that lady with the burritos charging $4. $4 for a burrito, which is fine, right? I'm like, all right, $4, inflation, no big deal. $4, not big deal. Bro, there was no fucking. I asked for a chicharron burrito.
Yeah.
There was just beans, and there was like, and I was like, damn, she got me, bro.
I have a hot take on food trucks,
What's that?
specifically barbacoa food truck. If you have a barbacoa food truck and you're open like past noon, then your barbacoa is trash.
yeah, actually,
Yeah?
yeah.
Like-
Oh
Because
shit!
everybody wants it
Right,
in the
everybody
morning,
wants it in the morning.
yeah.
Everybody's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, and if it's not
You're just
good,
getting
you have
juice.
it. Now the barbacoa trucks are gonna just close, and then you reuse the shit
Right.
they
Just
had.
chop
From
a bunch of bologna and put barbacoa juice on it.
Shred up the bologna. Yeah, no, man, that's crazy. I love, but yeah, like talking about El Paso, man. I have so much love for this town.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pride here. There's a lot of like
There's
There is,
um,
man.
people that support, you know, and so I'm glad that you guys were able to like wanting to do this. We're barely starting on this podcast, and you know we've have a couple episodes coming up, but I'm just glad that you guys were able to like be like, hey, we support you because you know we support each other, and I
Yes,
think
sir.
that's
Yes,
good. I
sir.
think more people
Mhm.
need to do that for sure.
Yeah, that's what we talked about the other day. Like, you know, you're turning around to other stuff that's here, like your
Yeah.
friend Jake Steezy, and then
Yeah,
so I checked out his stuff, and then your tattooist, your
Ye-
tattoo artist.
yeah.
So now I started checking her stuff out, and like now I probably want to go get something done by her soon.
Oh yeah,
you know?
bro.
You
So
know what?
that's cool.
Before the whole the Walmart thing happened,
Yeah,
I always wanted to start something called 915 Strong, and it was just gonna be a network.
yeah,
A network of artists, a network of graphic designers, a network of T-shirt makers, so
Yeah.
we all could help each other. Like, remember there was one thing that we used to call wage, and it was we all gonna eat, and there's enough for everybody. Man.
we all gonna.
Mhm.
eat.
We're all gonna eat.
We're all
man.
gonna
Like,
eat.
There's enough
Wage.
for everybody. We can help each other. Like that's the best thing we could do
Yeah.
to make El Paso, you know, shine,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
look better.
Mhm. So that way, well, this kind of brings me into the little conclusion here. Go support 91fly on Instagram. It's 9, the word 9, the number 1 fly, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
On Instagram. Do you guys have Facebook?
Nah.
No, just Instagram right now.
Just Instagram for now.
Yeah, so Instagram, you can check out all the designs they currently offer, and then you message them for orders,
Mhm.
and they'll get back to you. They deliver. Their bags are really cool. Their stickers are really cool, and they give you some stickers too sometimes. But I think what you guys are doing is so cool, and it's like it brings pride. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I
There
like
you
to
go,
wear my
yeah.
shirts, and then somebody be like, "Hey, where'd you get that?"
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I want to tell people like, I want to gatekeep, but then I want to support. So I'm like, all right, got on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming. And is there anything else that you guys want to mention? Any announcements? Anything that you guys have coming on in the future that you want to, let people know?
I don't know what.
I just want to say,
Say, oh shit,
Bob's thought. These are Bob's
this
thoughts.
is Jerry's final thought. No.
Jerry's final thought.
I don't know. To me, like again, it's the El Paso pride. Just like El Paso gets such a bad rep, and like across like media, you think that immigrants are just running all over El Paso.
Yeah.
You just hear bad stuff. So to me, I do have a lot of El Paso pride, and Adam too, because we kind of have lived over all over. So you nailed it perfectly. Like we wanna make El Paso shine and be cool and be dope and rock a fly shirt that you can go somewhere else and be like, you're from El Paso, because that's happened to me. Like,
Oh yeah.
like people from other cities that they're from El Paso, you're like, you're from El Paso, and you instantly connect.
Yeah. The random way that people find out that I'm from El Paso is because I'll say aye. And then everybody's like, you're from El Paso? I'm like, that's an El
I
Paso
didn't know
thing.
it was an El Paso thing until I started telling like my friends, and they were like,
Yeah.
what is that? And they're not from here, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's like I'm joking.
Exactly.
And they're like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And
I
then
was
that's
in-
when you hit him with the aye.
That's crazy because I've been wanting to put that on a shirt.
There we go. There's another one. Hey, you can take it, bro. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was your idea originally. I'm not gonna.
Nah.
But yeah, bro. And to be honest, coming up, maybe in the near future, we'll have like maybe some merch ideas coming through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And maybe
We
we'll
got you.
offer for you
Collabs.
guys to do some collab type work where we can offer it together and do a 9-1 fly Death in the Hoodie
Hoodie.
collab.
Hell yeah.
Hoodie. Yeah, I think that's probably
Death
one of
in
the
the
first
Hoodie
things we're gonna want to do is
Yeah.
do a Death in the Hoodie because it's literally in the name. But
Yeah,
thank
we
you guys.
can help each other out, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys are coming up. We'll share so you guys can get all our customers. I mean, we don't have a lot, but just anything we can help you
Hey,
guys.
No, we appreciate
any
it.
any new eyes are good to us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
If we can
Mhm.
gain some followers from every episode, that we're doing the right thing. So thank you guys for coming out, Adam. Thank you, bro.
No
Adam
problem.
is
Thanks
also
for
part of the
having us.
Concordia Heritage Association. Boom.
Yeah.
Concordia in the house. Bob will sign you up soon, dog. And then thank you for joining us, Bob. Sonny,
No worries, man.
shut up. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys.
Have a good one.